So I will present the different EdTech resources and the services of ILC Diliman with a perspective of what have happened in the past years. Okay? So in summary, this will be my presentation. So starting from the establishment of ILC Diliman, I'll focus on 3 periods. The period of 2003 to 2008. Clearly that's under Dr. Adriano. And then the period of 2008 to 2014 under Professor Peter C. And the most recent period, 2014 to present. Okay? All right, so first, how was ILC Diliman, or then Diliman Interactive Learning Center was established? Okay, so in light of the revitalization of the GE program, and clearly because of the numerous pedagogical application of new technologies, the Board of Regents approved the establishment of the Interactive Learning Center, or ILC, and that was in September 2003. And fortunately, during that time, UP has already recognized the importance of technology. So way back as early as 1998, UP already envisioned an IT academy, supposedly under UPCC. But because or through this Board of Regents approval, it was named to Interactive Learning Center Diliman. So that time, swerte po yung ILC kasi meron na kagad pondo. So also in 2003, we now have our ILC building. Okay? So the main objective of the ILC is to support the interactive learning process through development and production of teaching and learning materials. And clearly nakastate po doon sa gazette or sa Board of Regents approval, particularly for undergraduate courses. Okay? And GE courses specifically. Okay, so the main functions are to produce multimedia materials, monitor and evaluate instructional multimedia projects, ensure, of course, the accessibility, and then organize training sessions, and maintain and upgrade equipment and facilities, and enforce policies to ensure the quality of materials. Okay? Now let's look at the very beginning of ILC Diliman. Okay, so under Dr. Celia Adriano. So she became ILC director in October 2003. Okay? And the key services and programs under her term are, of course, first and foremost, procurement of multimedia facilities. That back then, we already have video recording and video conferencing services. So actually, during that time, President Nemenso clearly mentioned that he dreams of interconnecting the different CUs such that one lecture in a CU can be viewed by others and that students can also ask. So hindi lang po simpleng viewing. So dapat may interaction talaga. So hence, Dr. Adriano also have as milestone video conferencing. And then of course, launching of the ILC website. And clearly, under its mandate, we have conduct of trainings and seminar workshops. So the different trainings during those times are design and development of teaching materials. So particularly in terms of learning objects, integrating media in teaching, the different learning processes, the different perspectives and practices, software applications, hindi na po ako makarelate dyan. Star Office, Open Office, hindi ko po alam yan. And use of LMS. Around that period, meron na pong UVLE, but UVLE historically is a student project way back in 2000 by 3 computer students. And then they won best student project for information and technology. Okay? So after po noon, kinuha na siya ng UPCC. Then other services, again, as I've mentioned, you have creation of learning objects and broadcast. So marami po yan from physics, from math, engineering sciences, and as well as broadcasts coming from the social sciences. Okay? and the reintroduction of UVLE now under UPCC. So as early as 2001, we already have an LMS. And during that time, they started off with 33 virtual classes. Okay? And then at the end of 2008, there were already about 800 virtual classes hosted by UVLE. All right. Now let's move on to the second period. So after 2008 up to until 2014. So this is under the administration of Professor Peter C. From CSSP. And the highlights particularly, so during that time, by October 2008, ILC already took over the operations of UVLE from CC or UP Computer Center. And during those time, they already introduced or relaunched UVLE in a different platform, which we are currently using, which is the Moodle platform. So there were further improvement and development on the LMS. So this was UVLE way back 2008. And then this is the login page of UVLE in 2011. And this is the famous ECOT login page in 2013. Okay. And during those time, Professor Peter C. also introduced the concept of Media Lab. So this actually triggered the different research and internship projects. And coming from this, they've produced different web and mobile services. So among these are, I'm not sure if all of you are familiar with, you have ISQWiki, the wiki community page of UP Diliman, or of UP. And then you have Pages and Conference, the more recent ones, which were launched in 2014. And then you have a Help Desk and UP Docs. And of course, Professor Peter C. continued on the different trainings and one-on-one sessions. The only difference is that during Dr. Adriano's time, there were different topics, particularly in terms of how do we integrate media into teaching. So angkop naman po sa panahon na yun. And then this time, during Professor Peter C., they focused on trainings about LMS, and of course, as well as the other services of ILC Diliman. Okay, now we move on to the third and most recent period. After 2013 up to the present, ako na po yun, bilang director. Sorry po, ako po si Lance. Galing po sa aking apelyido. So, given that historically, we've already had about 14 years for ILC Diliman, ano pa nga bang kailangan kong isipin? So, yun po yung pinakamahirap na part. So, anong key services and programs yung kailangan ko gawin? So, we started off with trying to review first the values and processes internally of ILC Diliman. So we looked at the core values of our services or our work in ILC Diliman. We look at the different processes. So ano ba yung ginagawa nyo ngayon? O sige, how can we improve on those? And of course, we also looked at ano nga ba yung expectations ng ating clients? Or maybe, sino nga ba yung clients? And of course, we attempted to do capacity building. Although medyo mahirap for me kasi, walang problema. Okay? And of course, since there are so many services, the technology is already there. We have the tools, we have the facilities. So we have to prioritize among the existing services and our programs of ILC Diliman. So ano po yung naging approach namin? So first, we focused on the more important service. We have UVLE, of course, the University Virtual Learning Environment, and other management systems. So, ito medyo in-update ko na po yung mga statistics. But para po may feel kayo, out of the total about 2,000 teaching staff of UP Diliman, 547 use UVLE as of or since 2011. And there are about 243 teachers using UVLE from other campuses. So actually, you also introduced or shared UVLE to other campuses. So yung pinakamalaki po dyan is UP Manila. And then you also have UP Cebu. And there are maybe 2 or 3 from UP Baguio. Okay? And for the past 12 months, active teachers, total is 604. And about 450 coming from UP Diliman. So try to visualize out of 450 na merong, or out of 540 na merong account, 450 lang yung active. Tapos out of 243 from other campuses, 150 lang yung active. And then the top colleges or departments, you have EEE, NIP, well actually puro sila from the engineering. And then for the past 12 months or past academic year, 474 new courses were created. So may mga ilan na teachers that would reuse their UVLE course. And the top colleges are, again, engineering and physics. Right? Quite interestingly, yung 243 na yan, almost 200 or more came from UP Manila. And later on, you will see that ibang level yung kanilang pag-integrate ng LMS sa kanilang curriculum. Somehow, all faculty members are required to have an equivalent UVLE course. So, dinevelop nila yung kanilang curriculum na blended learning talaga from the very beginning. And then we have a mobile app for UVLE, 3.7 acceptable score. And for other management systems, you have Pages and Conference. So active accounts, you have 14. We've hosted 7 conferences in Conference at UPD. So from there, it is clear that we have to focus on the different management systems of ILC Diliman. So we have the UVLE Learning Management System, the Pages, and the Conference UPD. Okay? Alright, now what about for Wiki and support? So supposedly, we envision the Squeaky as a collaborative platform. Yeah, so some statistics, 2008 nag-start yan, so 2011 medyo mababa, and then nag-increase by 2012. And then nasa around 1,800 come 2015 and 2016. A total of about 4,000 wiki users. And commonly visited pages are about UP people, theses, and student orgs. So we envisioned, of course, Squeaky and other support services as collaborative platforms. So hence, we looked at trying to reorganize our approach for Squeaky. So now we call them, or we call it, well, wala pa pong launch na. Pero hintayin na lang po. And then, you also have another service, wala pa po rin launch, but we are looking into this. Okay? And then in terms of learning materials and web services, so maganda po yung umpisa ni Dr. Adriano. There were 74 LOs developed from 10 different categories, of which were produced from 2003 to 2008, and 0 after 2011. Then broadcasts and podcasts. So again, we need to look at our web services, particularly our website and other information communication systems. And finally, you have multimedia services. So ito marami po yung scope. So multimedia services include video recording, video conferencing, streaming. And before, makikita niyo po yung green bar, mostly non-teaching. But happy ako kasi after 2014, 2015, 16, yung non-green bars dyan are on teaching. Okay? And some stats, yung pinaka-importante dyan, I think yung pinaka-dulo. Most recent lecture that we did on blended learning was just last year for AIT. And the number of ILC resource persons. So right now, 3 kami. Don, me, and PDA, si Van for EdTech. And +2 because I'm looking at 2 more PDAs, plus you, if ever. Okay. So in summary, we have the following, and clearly we need your support, coming from the students and from the faculty. Okay. So clearly, we put emphasis on the ILC Diliman's role in development of faculty expertise in the use of EdTech for teaching and learning. So we try to emphasize what do we mean by effectively using EdTech? What do we mean by interactive learning? And how do we modernize pedagogy? And do we really need blended instruction? How do we define blended learning? And can we really collaborate with our co-faculty members or even with our students? Okay, so I will end my presentation with a call to action. So this is the new look of ILC Diliman. We had a reorganization and therefore a rebranding. So upgrade to interactive. Plugging na lang po yan. So meron po yan sa labas. You have the different services of ILC Diliman. Okay? And as a final call, we need advocates of effective use of EdTech. So be an EdTech champion, be part of the pool of resources or resource persons of ILC Diliman. Visit our website. Thank you very much.